Aries, welcome to February 2014. Now your ruling planet Mars is in Libra all month and is going to be in Libra until July 27th, till the end of July this year. It's going to retrograde next month, and I'll talk more about that when I do the March stars. Now the big news this month is Mercury is retrograding. And Mercury is all about communication. Mercury is all about speaking, writing, teaching, traveling, using the internet to communicate, emails and computers and cars. So it's not the best time to make major decisions. If you can hold off, and you may even reverse your decision in March, because your ruling planet is going in reverse. So this isn't a bad time to step back and reflect and review. Now, if you are out of work and you have to take a job, do it. If you have to make decisions, go ahead, but really look at everything, because when Mercury, the master communicator, is retrograde, we can easily miss details, or we can read something and then go back and reread it again and go, oh, I didn't see that. So it's very easy to miss things with Mercury retrograde. If you go to my website and click on, navigating Mercury retrograde, you can read all about the do's and don'ts with Mercury retrograde. It's a tool I've written for you to help you navigate through this time. So on February 6th, Mercury will retrograde, and it'll be in the area of Pisces for you, which is 12 signs from you. So it's in the area of behind the scenes and dreaming and meditating. And then it goes into Aquarius on the 12th. And will be in Aquarius when it goes direct, and that has more to do with your goals and your friendships and who you network with. So you may be looking at that too, like, oh, some revealing information has come out to me in regards to a friend. Secrets can be revealed under a Mercury retrograde. But, patience really pays off with Mercury retrograde, because it just, amazes me how astrology works, because I can so count on it. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it can take you 10 emails to do the one email that it would do if Mercury was direct. It's kind of like that. It's more aggravating than anything, why didn't this person get my phone call, or why didn't I get that email? Emails can go missing, and someone can get mad at you for not responding, and it's like, I never got the email. And so it's good to keep a sense of humor. And so if you can really, when I look at February for Aries, it's all about listening to yourself, listening to others, because Mars is over there in that section of relationships for you. And so it's really crucial in negotiating with others of what you want and what they want, is to really listen to what others are asking of you or wanting from you, but even your own soul, your inner being, what you really need and want. Listening to yourself, because we get going, we get working, we get in life, we're moving, but we're not always really listening to ourselves. Like, well, what is it that I really want? And the body is the messenger. And so if you're not feeling good, that's the body saying, hey, we need to change our diet, or we need to, rest more, go to bed earlier. Really listen to the messages you're getting in February. It's a big month of listening. Now, the Leo full moon on February 14th, happy Valentine's Day. February is the month of love, and Mercury retrograde in the month of love. Oh, 2014 really is interesting, isn't it? And now it's happening in a sister sign for you. So this is a good energy for Aries. So you're going to feel good in February. It's in Leo, and it's a giant full moon. It's at 26 degrees Leo, the sun's at 26 degrees Aquarius, and your ruling planet is in harmony with it. So you're feeling good. You're feeling the love. You're feeling the friendship. This is good for your love life. This is good for your friendship. It definitely is a party moon, but of course, there always has to be a challenge, right? Because challenges are exciting, and we look forward to them. That's the mantra. Challenges are exciting, and I look forward to them. Saturn, Sirius Saturn, is squaring the moon. So we've got the sun in Aquarius at 26 degrees in the area of life for you that has to be, it has to do with luck and sudden opportunity and sudden breakthroughs and windfalls and fun and your hopes and your wishes and the love that comes to you from other people. Full moon in Leo in the area of true love and romance for you, and creativity and risk-taking and creative self-expression. So it's like awesome, right? Lighten up your party houses. Leo and Aquarius are the party signs. And Leo is a sister sign to you, so it's pouring positive energy into you. Aquarius sextiles you, woohoo, sextile, and that pours positive energy into you. So you're feeling good in February. You're like, yeah, I'm really liking on the Aquarius cycle. I'm liking on the full moon. And then there's Saturn over there in Scorpio, squaring the sun and moon. That's a T-square. Square the sun, square the moon. Oh joy, Saturn. And so Saturn is in there, and Saturn is Aquarius's ancient ruler. Okay, that's why sometimes you meet Aquarians and they're not like hair purple and a ring through their nose. They're very conservative and quiet because they follow more of the ancient traditional path of Saturn as their ruler. So Saturn is T-squaring this party moon, and that's so I guess so we don't go too far off the rails, and it's about creating balance in your relationships. It's about creating balance in your goals and your risks that you're taking in 2014. So Saturn is like the sober person at the party. You know what I mean? The one we give our keys to that drives us home. And, Saturn is in the area of sex for you and, sharing and intimacy. So for some of you, you may have been in a dry spell, because the urge to merge isn't there when Saturn is in the 8th house. Or some of you are like really seriously looking at your relationships and going, okay, I'm given this, what am I getting back? So Saturn is keeping you sober in your choices of investments as well, because that 8th house rules that too, of money you receive from other than income, earned income, money you receive from a tax payout, an insurance payout. You could also be looking at your taxes, and that's not exactly Leo party, Aquarius party energy. So this is a time for you to really weigh out what you're getting back from your investments, your relationships, the work that you do in the world, the job that you do in the world. So you're doing some evaluation on Valentine's Day at the full moon, and it's appropriate. So this is good. And again, it's all about you listening. Listening is your best strategy in February, because one of your greatest strengths is your self-reliance. And I really dig that about you. Aries doesn't need to wait on others and other people's approval. When you want to do something, start a business, start a relationship, start a project, you just go into action. And that's awesome, because that's what creates manifestation, right? We can't just think something, we got to take action. We got to follow through. And you are masters at that. But with the energy so retrograde going into 2014, Venus was retrograde last month, Mercury is retrograde this month, then your ruling planet goes retrograde next month, it's okay for you to step back and really listen. Listen to what you want. Listen to what you need. Listen to what others are feeding back to you, because your planet is over there with other people. And by doing that, you're going to get the payoff. So you can go to the party, you can celebrate Valentine's Day, you can celebrate life, you can have fun, but also you're going to do it in a balanced way, because Saturn's there going, okay, well, you can spend all this money, but guess what? The check's going to come due. And so it's like, well, okay, well, maybe I'll spend half that amount, and then it keeps things balanced. And you're going to take a balanced look at your relationships. You're going to take a look, you're going to look at your goals for 2014, and you're going to evaluate what's working, what's not working, and where you need to make changes to achieve those goals. And that's what it's all about. Especially, it's really interesting as we go into 2014, we're all being asked to step back and look at things, step back and reflect, step back and analyze. And for you, it's about relationships, it's about your goals in life, it's about your friendships, it's about your investments, and it's appropriate. And Saturn, Saturn's not a fun energy. However, when we listen to Saturn, we get the reward. When we listen to Saturn, Saturn says, slow down, take a look at things, take your time, really listen. We get the reward. We get the money. We get the relationship. We get the promotion. You get what you want when you really listen to Saturn. Now, the Sun enters Pisces on February 18th. And so we're moving from, heady Aquarius to emotional Pisces. The Aquarius is an intellectual air sign, and Pisces is a water sign, which has to do with the heart and feelings and passion and creativity. Now, Pisces is 12 signs from you. So now you're entering your 6-week cycle. That is 6 weeks before your birthday. You get all of the lessons of the last solar return from your birthday in 2013. And so if you go to my website on the solar return chart section, you can read all about your 6-week cycle. So now you're in your 6-week cycle. Again, it's time to step back and listen, because Pisces is 12 signs from you. And when we're coming up on our birthday, which will come for you next month, the energy cycles down, because all of Cosmos comes together on your birthday and blesses you for the new year. So if you're feeling tired, listen to your body. It's time to slow down. It's time to rest. It's time to take care of yourself. It's time to meditate, sleep more, and really, journal more and step back more, and not into action mode, right? Don't, it's not a time for, forging ahead. It's a time to pull the energy in, store up the energy, build up your reserves, so when your birthday comes, whew, you can move forward. Okay, now the nodes are going to change direction on February 22nd. Now, so there's 2 points on the moon that are very important, the North Node and the South Node. The North Node represents the direction of life we need to go in, and the South Node represents where we've come from in this and past lives. And so we want to go in the direction of the North Node. Now, the North Node is in Libra, and it's all about relationships here in 2014. And so for you, this is going to highlight the area of your marriage, your partnerships, your business partnerships, your personal relationships. So you're really looking at your relationships. And again, the more you listen to others, the more you're going to know what your best strategy is. Sometimes it is about, practicing that feminine side of listening and receiving, rather than the warrior side of take action, conquering and achieving. And I think that's a message here for you in February, is really do your homework, take your time. Mercury is retrograde, and you're going to see the payoff, because the more you listen, the more you're going to know, and you're going to know your timing of when to, take that action, and then you reap the windfall. Now, abundant Jupiter is in Cancer is going to square off with innovative Uranus on February 25th. Now for you, I love this energy actually, because Uranus-Jupiter aspects are my favorite of all the aspects. Now, I sure would love it if it was a trine. We'll get that when it moves to Leo in the summer. in fall of 2014. But right now it's a square, and I'll take it because it's positive energy. It's uplifting. It's empowering. And for you, it's about breakthroughs in your inner power, like really acknowledging how much strength you have. Look how far you've come, right? These last few years, for some of you, have been really hell, right? And now it's coming into a time where, especially when Jupiter gets to Leo, where it's about, pulling up that inner power and pulling up that inner strength and really taking advantage of it. So you could have some breakthroughs here by the end of the month with this Jupiter and Cancer about, you're so self-reliant and you're so powerful that, you're feeling really strong, you're feeling really good. And especially if you've been patient and you've been listening to what you want, you can really do well with this energy. And the Pisces new moon, I really like the way March ends, because Mercury goes direct on the 28th. Yeehaw! So if you can wait till the 1st, sign the contract, do what you got to do, move, buy the car, buy the computer, do whatever you got to do. Now, if you got to do it earlier, do it, but make sure you're looking at the details. But by the end of the month, Mercury moves direct, and we have a wonderful Pisces new moon. There isn't any challenging aspects to it. It is in direct harmony with its ancient ruler, Jupiter. So I see a really nice healing coming in here for you. By the end of the month, we end February with the Pisces new moon on February 28th and March 1st. And this is all about, for you, like coming to this healing where you are, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about where things are going. You've done your homework, you're really listening, and you may find that your dreams are revealing a lot to you. If, you're meditating and journaling or creating, you're getting a lot of information that way. If you have a home-based business, you're feeling really good. I'm really liking what I'm creating here out of my home. Or if you're building in your home, whatever you're doing in the home, you're going to love it. You're just feeling like one with the universe, like you're in the flow. Things are happening, in divine timing, but you're not in a hurry. Like, it's all going to come together. It's all going to cycle around for you. And so if you're not resisting what Pluto and Uranus are doing and you're going with the flow, then you're going to have breakthroughs, in February. And especially by the end of the month, you're going to be feeling this sense of peace within you and within your life and what you're creating and what you're building. So it's a wonderful way to end the month. So relationships are strong for you in February. If you're single, you could meet someone in February. If you're coupled and partnered, then you could have a really good time with your partner, or a new bonding and connection. The more you listen to your partner, the more you're going to know how to act, respond to them. If you're listening to Saturn, the money will be good, because you're going to balance, what's going out and what's coming in. It's a strong spiritual month for you. You're really going to feel one with the cosmos when you get to that Jupiter-Uranus time by the 25th, and then the new moon on the 28th, and then March 1st. Really feeling this sense of one with Creator, really feeling your mighty I Am presence and your spiritual life expanding and growing. So the more you listen, the more you're going to receive. The more you listen, the less you'll have anxiety or impatience, because you'll know your divine timing. You're moving with the flow, and you're allowing the universe to carry you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast. You're so awesome, Aries. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, or you're interested in coaching, those links are below. And until next time, for all you divine lovers, you beautiful lovers of love, twin flames and soulmates, this is for you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. Oh, I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Da 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 da. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm a lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you.